Okay, they're finally here. Been waiting for these for over 4 months to reach the stores so I can get my hands on them. This is supposedly, according to the original media reports, basically the code has been cracked and this is the holy grail. This is Kraft's plant-based cheeses, slices. It's called Not Cheese, as you can see here, and up there you'll see all the three. This is a joint venture with NotCo, and I'm sure anybody watching this who's into the plant-based vegan stuff know who NotCo is. And so I'm going to test them right here, right now. I just got these. It's September 1. I'm going to cut them open. We're going to test them. On the back, it says, "It's finally here. Delicious, cheesy, melty goodness. Now plant-based." So supposedly they got cheese to be like cheese, plant-based cheese to be like real cheese. We're going to find out. Kraft and NotCo have teamed up to bring you dairy-free slices that don't compromise on what you love. Let's check it out. Now, I will do this first, read the back. So it's 1 slice serving. For cheese, I think this is reasonable calories and reasonable fat and all the other stuff without the dairy. So it's just like you're talking about things like Beyond and those type of burgers or that type of plant-based meat, if you want to call it that. I don't like to use that term meat, but that's what we relate it to. And they're normally going to have amounts of fat, saturated fat in them, but this is not something you're going to be eating like a meal. This just goes on your burger, goes on, you use it in a sparing manner, but to get the cheesy flavor and taste and texture. So yeah, you don't want to be consuming this because you eat enough of this stuff. It's going to be just like eating regular cheese as far as fat and gaining weight and that type of stuff. So, but what it does do, what it doesn't do is use any animal products, and that's the key. So we're talking about 70 calories a slice. There's 10 slices in here. I just picked these up, and I paid $5.99 each for them, so $5.99 each. And that was on sale, because I think they're just launching it, and they're sort of putting it on sale to get people to try it. And that was $1.50 off each one. So I got the 3 to test. If they're great, and they're all vacuum formed, I don't know whether it says on here, it might somewhere say that you can freeze them or not, I don't know. But even vacuum formed in the refrigerator, or vacuum sealed in the refrigerator, they're going to last a long time. So they're probably going to run out quick on probably if these are really good, because I have not tried them. I have not, the media, some media groups got a chance to test them that were in Cleveland, that were able to buy them on the shelf and test them. But I have not tested them, and I've not made a single video on my show that uses any kind of plant-based cheese, because I just never found one that was worth the calories and the saturated fat to put on anything. It just didn't make any sense. They just weren't what I want. So I want something that mimics it, so I can make a lot of other foods on my show. So without any further ado, we're going to open these up. So I'm going to start with the Provolone first and see how this goes. So obviously you have to cut along here to get the Ziploc open. This is crazy. I'm just hoping, just really, really hoping that these are as good as they're hyped up to be. So smell, well, it smells like cheese, I have to admit. Wow. So smell so far is good. They're individual pieces with some paper between them. Looks like slices of cheese, like you would buy the regular Kraft cheese. So, wow, it smells like cheese. I really hope this is all it's cracked up to be. So there it is. Oh, forgot to get a little knife. Let's grab that. All right. I'm just going to take a little slice off the end here, like that. You can see that right there. I'm using an absolutely clean paper plate. I don't want to contaminate it with anything off my cutting boards or anything else. It smells like cheese. Wow. I have to admit, it's probably the closest, if not, probably you might not even be able to tell, to cheese, to provolone cheese. It may not have the exact sharpness that the dairy stuff had, but wow. The chew texture for slices, now remember, these are designed to be slices, not like block of cheese. So they're probably made in this and then cut out in the slice. So they're made this thick and they're not aged or anything of that nature. So, but I got to tell you, it's good. It's good. It's great. I have to now experiment with how it cooks, but I'm going to do that right after this review. Just a taste review and texture review to see how they taste texture-wise. Okay, so let's stick that aside. Let's get the clean plate out. And let's try cheddar. Let's pull all of these out. Okay. I mean, it feels just like slices you buy regular cheese. It just, I mean, I haven't, I was hoping that this would be the case, and it, so far, I've never experienced any plant-based cheese that comes close to this. And remember, smell is a huge amount of taste, if not everything. So that's really, well, I can't wait to make some stuff with this. I'm going to do it right after this. I'm done with this. I'm going to start putting together some. I've had about 30 things I wanted to do with cheese and never did them on my show, as I said, because there just wasn't anything. So let's try the cheddar. We'll slice. Oh, wow. I got to say, I will say this, it's not, again, it's been a long, long time, and I'm not going to take the time, and I don't even care about saying, okay, here's real cheddar, here's this cheddar. Because everybody who makes cheddar cheese, it's slightly different. I mean, I'm a classically trained chef. I can tell you, in my early days, way, way back, I ate and cooked with a lot of cheeses. And all cheeses, because of aging and all sorts of other things, are going to come out different. But this is great. Just great. Wow, it's just, I got to try the American and see what that's like. I'm going to actually eat the last piece. Oh, that, I don't think you're going to ever make it any better than that, unless somebody comes up with something else. But like I said, Kraft has been doing this stuff for a long time, and NotCo is a company that makes other things that have always been very good in the plant-based area. So them two teaming up had to produce something that was very good. Okay, let's see. Smells like American cheese. Not a big fan of American cheese. I'd rather just use cheddar or the provolone. I'm hoping that they're working now behind the scenes on the holy grail of cheeses, or the king of cheeses, let's put it that way, Parmigiano Reggiano. If somebody can conquer that one, that'd be great. Okay, so let's see what our American tastes like. Wow, tastes like American cheese. Again, it's been so long since I've eaten cheese, American. I never really ate any American cheese. I would always, Parmigiano Reggiano, I'd eat some cheddar, provolone, mozzarella. Those are my favorite cheeses. I love provolone. I've got some great stuff coming up with that, and the cheddar. And the American, I mean, it's fantastic. For what it is, I'm telling you, I don't think you're going to get anything better. So you can take a look at them. And again, if you look at the texture and everything, it's like cheese slices. Tastes like cheese slices. Tastes fantastic. Okay, I say on a scale of 1 to 10, I'm going to give them a 9.9. And that is just because I haven't yet cooked with them, so I need to see whether or not they're going to really do all the things that cheese does when you bake it and get it a little browned, and how it melts. Does it come apart? Does it separate? Which is a lot of what happens to the cheeses that you have in the market already. But this stuff is absolutely, so far, taste test only, not cook test, fantastic. Just fantastic. This is, they've cracked the code, okay? And they've come up with the holy grail, or whatever you want to call it. But this stuff is, I just hope it cooks the way it tastes now, and has that, all the textures and stuff we love to have with cheese. I'm FOODMAKER V, and remember, the best investment you'll ever make is an investment in your health. I'll see you next time.